everyone, it's me. Welcome into the sacred space that is your consultant's kitchen. See, when I first started Slum World, one of the things that I always share with you guys is that I was a hopeless cook. So I thought I'd attempt to do a bit of a video series with you where I cook some of my favourite recipes. And I do a challenge to try and get them done in under 30 minutes. So we're going to do this. I've got everything here in front of me. I'm going to show you everything that I have, and we've got a clock as well on the wall. We'll just see if we can get it done in 30 minutes. And you know what? It might just be that one new recipe that you've maybe not tried or haven't thought of before. I'm going to show you the ingredients that I have. A bit like a take 5 recipe in that there only really is one kind of major component, which is the bacon, and then you've also got the pasta and then passata. You'll notice that there's a few shortcuts in there because, you know me, your consultant, I like a shortcut wherever I can take it. So I always use, if I'm not using fresh peppers and I haven't been able to buy them freshly prepared, then I would always use the frozen ones, and also the onions as well, frozen onions. Because again, you're getting all the goodness, all the flavour, but it is just a lot easier if you're coming in for your work or whatever. I also use very lazy chopped red chilies in this recipe, and you might not have seen this one. You might have very lazy garlic, but I use the smoked lazy garlic as well, and you're able to get that in most supermarkets. Everything else, as you can see there, is herbs and spices. So we've got some oregano, we've also got some basil, some thyme. And because I kind of like a smoky arrabbiata, I also use sweet smoked paprika. So I'm just looking, we are coming up almost dead on 20 past. Can you see that on the clock? So let's see how quickly we can get this done. I have cut all the bacon into strips. I'm really going to have to get my angling right on this. There we go. And I have put in some of the peppers, some of the onions, and I'm now just going to add in a couple of teaspoons of the lazy garlic and 1.5 teaspoons of the very lazy chili. So let's get this turned on and cooked. I forgot to turn the water on for the pasta. So it's on now, but keep our fingers crossed it boils in time so we can still make it in under these 30 minutes. You don't need me to show you how to pour pasta in. So again guys, when it comes to things like passata, I like this one because it happens to have the onion and garlic in it. I'm going to add in herbs and spices next. One thing I've learned from Jared is he argues blind with me that he would put the herbs and spices in when the meat is cooking itself. I don't agree. I put it into the actual sauce, otherwise you end up with really flavoursome meat and quite a bland tomato sauce over it. So I always put it into the sauce, and that way then the sauce tends to take on the flavour, but there's no right or wrong way about it. It's whatever you want to do. 1 teaspoon of basil, in it goes. 1 teaspoon of oregano too. 1 teaspoon of thyme. Forgot one ingredient guys, and that is tomato puree as well. Just in case you're cooking along at home, I use the one that has chili or the one that would have garlic in it as well, just to give it an extra wee bit of flavour. A squidge of some tomato puree. And then also a tablespoon? No, a teaspoonful of smoked sweet paprika, or just smoked paprika. That's lovely. Oh look! Got smoke effects along the bottom, special effects. I love that. It's quite a thick sauce as well, guys. So that's because I used the passata in it. If you didn't like a thick ragu or anything like that, if you use chopped tomatoes instead, it would be a little thinner in consistency. Again, it's just down to personal kind of pleasure. I like my pasta with a bite, but it's still got a bit too much of a bite, so another couple of minutes, we'll see how we get on. Everyone, don't judge me for this. I like a lot of pasta. Pasta's free food, it doesn't matter. Maybe a bit more. There we go. Pasta arrabbiata all served up, and with 2-3 minutes. No, what is that? 2 minutes to spare. 28 minutes, dinner on the plate. So if you're not particularly a fan of spicy food, you could always just make that without the chili in it, for example, or even if you weren't a fan of things like paprika or all of the extra herbs that I put in there, take some out and play about with them. Make it with what you would have in the house. There's absolutely not a single sin in that plate. It's all completely free food, with loads of speed free food in there as well with the veg. You could even add in loads more veg if you wanted to. And the only thing you would count sins for is if you weren't feeling like you wanted to cut all the bacon off your fat. No, all the fat off your bacon, should I say. In which case, back of the book, bacon with a little bit of fat, there are some sins to count. But my goodness, such a tasty, tasty meal, guys. Proper big portion, feel like you're getting a feed. I'm going off to enjoy my dinner now. Enjoy, bye bye.